Hey guys, I'm Drew, and welcome to the hot seat. I just need to mention, Kalin, that you said that we didn't put the person in the hot seat very much last time, so we spiced up the questions.
What's your age?
Perfect.
So,
Holy.
Are these like quick fire
Where are you from?
answers?
well,
Or...
we'll just start out with the first one.
Oh, it's coming out the gate.
Rapid fire.
Who can read that still?
What's the last illegal drug you used?
None.
Turn up the heat.
She nervous.
Who is the last guy you kissed?
Woo! I have a good question. I have a good
Boy,
question.
we leaning
I have a
up.
good question.
Don't you
I have a good question.
Oh, we got to.
What last staff member did you go on a date with?
Oh.
Whoa!
Let me ask you a question. Are they currently still staff?
I don't
Whoa!
know. Kalin can answer that.
Oh.
So back in
Oh.
December,
2019.
I went to dinner with a colleague. We haven't been out since.
So, we'll go with a real question.
We're all fake so far.
Best live concert you have attended, and why was it the best?
I mean, I did sing on karaoke night
Ooh.
when you were
That's true.
there, so that's got to be on top of the list somehow.
It's,
Top
it's
three.
up there.
Top three. Okay.
Okay, so I'm
What
gonna
do we
say
think?
She also
It's-
sang during that.
it's
so.
kind of a tie.
Okay.
Between Jesse McCartney.
Oh, they were like saying me.
Jess.
Jess.
Oh, thanks, Jess.
Who?
Jesse
Jess.
McCartney.
Who's that?
He had a really good one,
Shark, shark,
and I got to
shark,
meet
shark,
him at the end, like before the concert.
Who?
It was amazing. Jesse McCartney, I got to meet him,
Who is this?
I have
and
no clue.
We have
Sorry,
no
I'm
clue.
still lost.
I'm gonna Google it.
Is it Justin or Jesse?
Jesse McCartney.
Jesse McCartney.
Any relation to Paul?
I
Yeah.
was about to
Jesse?
answer that. No.
I was going to say, then you have my
What's the
attention.
number two? Move on, because these
So
boys don't
the
know.
second one was right after NSYNC broke up.
Oh.
It
It
was
was just JC.
It was Justin Timberlake touring with Christina Aguilera. It was amazing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Who's Justin Timberlake?
Christina Aguilera.
Oh, is that the guy
Who's
who
that?
always is bugging
Really?
Jimmy Fallon all the time?
Yes. He
Oh.
and Jimmy Fallon are.
Yeah, he's
besties.
Jimmy
That's
Fallon's
weird.
backup guy.
Yeah. Like, I was like, why is this random guy
Yeah.
hanging out with Jimmy Fallon? Oh, interesting.
That's
What's the last concert you've been to?
Winter Jams.
That's like every year though.
Exactly. That's.
Is that it?
That's it.
That's about
Oh,
it.
is that the Christian
Really?
one?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
I haven't even
That's
been
probably
to-
2 years ago.
No, the big question for Tony is, what's the first concert you've been to?
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's going to be the bigger and funner
Oh.
question.
I know mine.
And I think Drew's was
It
somewhere
might,
in
it
the
might have
Memorial
been.
Stadium.
It might have been 38 Special. Y'all know who that is?
Oh yeah.
See?
Woo!
Put a picture of that up.
They're
My
on the
mom-
fair circuit these days, but they
Yes.
were big back then.
My mom took me to Reba, and I had a Reba hat.
Oh.
What's 38 Is that the
Exactly.
Is it
Google
the
that.
band?
Yeah,
It's
Do you know
some
who
kind of
Reba
band.
McEntire is?
No.
How about this? Kenny Rogers, the Gambler Tour at Barton Coliseum.
Oh.
I was at Barton Coliseum too.
And,
Mars,
it,
what
I don't
you
know who
got?
the person is.
and it was
but-
opened by Gallagher. You know the guy that used to
Yeah.
smash fruit?
I think my first one, I could be wrong, was the Good Charlotte concert at the,
Ooh!
at the backstage in Munich. It was pretty awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Can I just
Alright.
mention like Hillary Duff, who was like my idol?
What?
Yes, I
Hillary
loved
Duff?
her growing up.
But that's the
And-
Disney Channel girl, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
but she was like
Disney
a
Plus.
pop star too. Anyway, she ran
Kind
by
of.
before
Advertisement.
security became like a huge thing. She ran by and touched all her hands and touched mine. I didn't wash it for
Before
a week.
COVID was around.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
On to question number 2.
Or 4.
Those.
I'm with you 4. Those other 2 were hot.
They were
Coming
spicy.
out hot. Hot.
Spicy.
What is the proper way for toilet paper to sit on?
Oh, this is. Oh, yeah. Come on.
Okay.
And it's.
So
Oh,
you have it,
we need a
and
display.
you like
Should be
break it
prop.
to where it starts coming this way, and then it comes down.
Over the top or underneath?
So it goes
Over the
around the
top.
back,
No, over the top.
over the top, and on the front.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Because if it goes the other way, it's just gonna keep
I
falling.
can agree with that, but typically it just ends up sitting there. So,
That's
It
us.
is over the top, and
He sits on the counter.
I mean, somebody goes and uses the restroom in the gym, and they need to do it, and they just sit it right on top. And I'm like, I know you just walked out of the bathroom, Mars. You're gonna go put the toilet paper roll on, and it's gotta be over the top.
I don't want to.
Yes, over the top. I'm an over the top kind of guy.
Over the top.
Over the top.
Our house
Over the
is
top.
Over the top! Hey!
It was
Boomer.
one of Sylvester Stallone's greatest movie.
Boomer. I like it. Best call. moment ever from Tony. Okay.
All right, moving on to real questions. This one is on thicker paper, so that means Tessa did it.
Oh,
Ooh,
Stop.
Tessa
Those are the
question.
ones you were cutting in the kitchen.
With cardstock.
If you could tell your younger self one thing, what would it be?
Eat more hamburgers.
Advice. I would say, and this is, pick less on my little brother because I picked on him a lot. Even though our relationship is really strong, and I think it built from that. I pulled a lot of pranks on him and everything.
That's
I
just
think
mean.
it lowered his self-esteem sometimes, but he's okay now.
You might have to apologize for that later.
Sorry, David.
What would you tell your younger self?
Ooh.
Definitely not that. I mean, growing up with only a brother, that's all we do. So that's the
Yeah,
fun part.
exactly.
I was about to say we kind of relate to this. I don't
Two
know.
younger brothers.
I have a
Brothers.
little brother, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's.
Well, I had older and younger. Well, I still do, and so I'm in the middle. And so
Okay.
I would get picked on, and then just I couldn't get back at my older brother. I didn't have the capabilities, and so I would just
Pass it down to the
pass it
little
down.
guy.
Yeah.
Pass it
We
on
had
down.
wedgie day
Oh.
for him, and then he never saw it coming.
Every day is veggie day.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what I'm
What'd you
saying.
call
Well, every day is veggie day. Veggie.
No.
What do you think I said?
He said veggie.
No, W.
Wedgie.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
W's
It's
and
hard to
V's
say,
are
veggie.
backwards in
Just
Germany.
like video.
So he
I'm
says
saying it right now.
water instead
video.
of water.
Veggie.
Or
Veggie.
veggie instead of wedgie.
Veggie.
Wow.
The best
Va-
was you ripped
Way.
that elastic
Veggie.
band
We're
right
gonna go
out.
way over there.
Way yonder.
Wedgie.
Veggie.
No!
I can't say it.
Way.
Wedgie.
No. Hey! There it is. We're gonna
It hurts my mouth saying it.
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
There you go.
Wedgie.
There you go.
Wedgie.
You want a wedgie, boy?
There it is.
There you go. I was saying in southern slang. a little
So
bit.
it's
You can say water though now.
Water.
Yeah.
Veggie. It's the W and the E, I think, that messes me up.
Yes.
The best is when he goes to Starbucks and he's like, "Can I have a venti vata?"
Oh, it's the hardest
venti
of it.
vata.
I always mess it
And
up.
I'm like, he
You
needs
need
a
a
venti water.
Venti water.
Yeah, it's
You
very
need a
hard.
Voss
though.
water.
Yeah,
I need a
venti
Voss.
vata. Venti
I
vata.
need a venti Voss, please.
Well,
All right, Jess, what's your advice?
Marcin, give
Well,
yours.
here's, I think the big question is, we don't need to ask myself. I'm way too young to even answer this question. This is a question for our boomer high five guy.
First-
Ooh, the
First-
boomer
yeah.
high five
Like
The
guys.
best advice in the world is talk less, smile more.
Interesting.
I know
Yeah.
that reference now.
Yeah.
Good job, Kalin.
Tell
It's
him
historic.
Smile more.
Smile.
right.
But then Hamilton would say you stand for nothing.
That's right.
And then he got killed.
I don't know.
Spoiler.
Tough
So
line.
maybe he should have talked less.
No, he should have dueled less. He
Yeah.
should have learned from his son.
Yeah.
Oh, my son doesn't have very good aim. I probably am the one that taught him.
Yeah.
Therefore, I shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
But he always said, don't overshoot him. Always shoot
I
him.
mean, how many people can say, though, I was killed by the Vice President of the United States? One.
That we
Well,
know
that
of.
we know of.
These two right here
Ah.
that we
Just saying.
know of.
Just saying.
Okay, boomers.
I don't know. You know, maybe it. You know, since the handyman of the group here.
Kalin.
Oh, okay, yes. The,
Kalin is
the handy men and women of the
Yeah.
group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like, tinker a little bit more with cars and wood shop and work and stuff like that. I can do a few things, but sometimes I'll either find somebody.
I feel you do a lot of stuff to yourself.
I
Yeah.
do some, but there's probably some that I could probably do, but I'm like, Mark's
Yeah.
is better at that. Let me get him to do that. Like we're putting our new sign up at the gym.
Kalin.
Kalin, yeah, come
Are
on.
you
Have-
need, how big is it?
She's ready.
So we're putting it up tomorrow, but I have one of my members helping
Nice.
me put it up, so
Yeah.
I'm willing to help, but maybe
Yeah.
tinker a little bit more, do some of those things.
I like it.
I like it.
Biggest one, bite your tongue. I said so many stupid things when I was younger. Thankfully, there was no social media and video.
That's true.
So if you
As
were
they
in the
said,
paper,
that you know
saw
of.
It
that.
wasn't
Yeah.
the paper. We discussed that last time, though, so you're bringing up old history from the show.
Watch all of it.
From the show.
So. All right. What book are you reading right now, and what are you hoping to get out of it?
I don't read much, so I'm not reading a book. Pass.
You're not reading either.
So that's a hard pass.
Any podcast you listen to.
There you go.
It might be slightly similar to
Podcast?
Yeah, like, you know.
So, I'm listening to the Office Ladies podcast.
And what are you hoping to get out of it?
Just secret knowledge that I never knew before about The Office. It's pretty amazing.
But hold on, there's more to it. Is it because you want to sit in this room and say, oh, well, did you guys know this about The Office? So you can almost like brag with the knowledge, or is it more for your own purpose? What's the deep goal that you have here?
If I needed to make small talk with someone, that way I could be like, hey, I don't know if you watch The Office, but blah,
No,
blah, blah.
I don't actually.
I don't watch it,
so
so how would you talk to me?
You sit at a desk. You sit at a desk.
I wouldn't talk to you.
I'm not talking to you.
One other person in the world that's probably seen The Office more than anyone.
Okay.
Lydia. Have you and
Wait,
Lydia?
what?
Oh, you don't even know?
Yeah. Lydia watches The Office every night and has for years and years and years.
Well, she
And I
and
cannot
are best
believe you
friends.
haven't.
Y'all sit and share a desk and talk all the time.
Wow.
And y'all
Never.
never talked about The Office. So this one thing that's adding value to your life, I'm going to give it a big...
It almost came up. I was almost like, hey, did you see how we did like an Office
Almost
birthday
came
theme?
up.
Yeah.
Like, I
Almost.
almost brought that up. After
You do all this
it's
podcasting
all
for
this
no
So we're
reason.
gonna follow you with a camera right when you leave this room
Yeah.
to see what you do.
Yeah,
With this
confront her.
insider information here.
Next
If I,
question.
if I have
Next
to
question.
Did anyone else want to answer about a book they're reading?
I listen to
I'll
other
look it up.
podcasts too, but my purpose is to get back into like my German language, so I listen to a lot of German stuff.
Nice.
So it's just talking ones or like some soccer based
Veggie.
about veggies and veggie tales and giving out
But
veggies.
VeggieTales is correct in that sense.
Oh, there's the link.
Mine's not a book. Mine are always podcasts. You know my main man, Craig. I've listened to him 3 times. His last one, first Thursday of every month, and bonus tracks. I can't wait.
Ooh. Well, actually,
like
this
a
is a
super
good
fan.
question for Tony. You drove about an hour and a half this week, right? So what'd you listen to then? And
So,
what'd you learn out of that one?
I listened to his current one.
Okay, you did listen to him?
Yeah, Craig Rochelle. And then in the podcast, he talked about another podcast. So I went back and listened to that. And then I had to catch up on some CrossFit stuff.
Nice.
So.
Before you joined this team,
Uh-oh.
what was something you thought about yourself that you realize now is not true?
Gosh. What?
Before you joined this team.
What is something I thought about myself?
That wasn't
Like,
true.
for example,
Wasn't true.
you
Okay,
thought you were
okay.
the biggest Office fan, and then you met
Not
Lydia,
Lydia.
and you realized, oh, I'm
That is
not that.
Not true.
I mean, that could be a fact.
Yeah.
Because I didn't realize that till today.
Y'all the new Office ladies. Yeah.
Oh.
There you
We
go.
are.
Oh.
Y'all can be the Office ladies. Y'all the
She's
Office
so
ladies that
excited.
So
talk
which
about the
one of you
Office
is
ladies.
Pam and which one is Angela?
Oh, see, based on the show, I would.
Y'all
I
both
would
have
say.
cats.
I would say no. Well, yes, that's true.
How many cats
So,
do you have?
I have 2.
You have more cats, so therefore you're Angela.
Is
Okay,
one of your
I'll
cats
have
called Sprinkles?
Oh my God.
No,
No, but her
Just checking.
turtle is named Pam.
she is.
Have you ever
From
put a
Pam
cat
Beasley.
in a freezer?
No, but one jumps in the fridge sometimes.
Next question.
What is the most exciting thing going on in your life outside of work right now?
Ooh.
So we're saying work is very exciting.
So, I
Y'all know,
am
work is pumped up. Right?
looking to move to a different
Oh, that's
location.
exciting.
Yes, and with that,
Are you looking, or is your landlord looking for you to find a new location?
I'd say it's 50-50.
Okay.
Yeah, she's coming up with more luck than I am. No, but it'll be where my little brother lives, so that'll be
Nice.
fun. And it'll be like first floor, and
So you're moving back home with your little brother.
To not make fun of him.
To prank
anymore.
him again.
Sure. So,
Anyway.
but then I would I would have enough room to get a bigger tank for Pam to,
Pam the turtle.
Yes.
and so
Or Pam Lydia.
Your office lady.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sure
okay.
she could live in a tank.
Okay.
But yeah, that's exciting. So for me, it is.
Okay.
Because you're moving.
And so I just finished this over 800 piece.
Page
Drew
book.
knows this. 800 piece 3D Downton Abbey castle puzzle. It was a really big accomplishment.
And she made a YouTube video of it.
It's true.
Did you?
Yep.
There's
And-
only 800 pieces though?
And she made me watch it
It was 3D.
at the desk. 4 hours long.
Really?
You didn't speed
2
it up.
minutes. I did see
Was it no
that.
time lapse? I was about to say, there's no time lapse for it?
Time lapse. Let's go.
But
48
I don't know
hours
if y'all know
later.
that she lost a piece, but she found it.
Yes, I lost a piece of I found. I know those aren't deep things that are happening, but you just ask for exciting things outside.
I like it.
Oh, we found out about your dating life early on, so everything is downhill from there.
Yeah.
About one date that I went on.
In December.
Say watermelon.
Wassermelone.
Don't say it.
Wassermelonen.
Voss water?
Wassermelonen.
Wassermelone.
So Harry Styles' song "Watermelon Sugar."
It's Wassermelonen.
No! That is the worst song in the history of songs.
Yeah.
Aubrey listens to it over and over.
You're making Special 38 right now turn themselves around in their graves.
I don't even know
Special
who that
38. 38 special.
They're turning over in their graves. Are they dead?
I don't know. I just
No.
assumed they're older. I don't know.
It was like when I was
I don't even know if this is a group, if this is a person, if this is a ensemble, or...
Oh yeah, I know that song. Yeah, let's see your drumming skills, babe.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Let me go, baby.
Oh!
it.
Alright, Tony, you need to get that hairstyle right there. Tony with the
Should
hair.
we wrap it up with
Train
one
day.
more question? I mean, I know we had a dance break and like drumming
Let's
and
wrap it up.
dancing break.
You can
Okay.
shoot up from the hip again.
Rick
That was
Ross over
pretty
to
good.
Boston.
Name one person you met over this summer that impacted you and why.
Ooh.
There was this little girl who was like
That's
family of like 7, and she had a very like back and forth, good and bad attitude, and so
She was probably pranked a lot by her sibling.
Yes.
she was like the second oldest. That would have been sad.
You're the second oldest.
Exactly. It's so
Mom's the
true.
second. First youngest. No, whatever.
Oh,
Anyway,
who's on first?
And
My brother was the second
Don't
oldest,
make
and
me
trust me,
get
he
into
died.
What's on second?
youngest.
I don't know what's on third.
that's true. I had to do that for a talent show in high school. Like I had to with my dad because he was punishing me. Like I got in trouble, and that was the.
And you had to perform. That story's better than
Yeah.
who impacted her life. Tell us this.
Yeah, let's
Why?
And to make it like dramatic.
Well,
and
hold on.
everything,
What did you do first to get punished with?
I don't remember.
She watched too much
I-
Hillary Duff.
I did so
Yes.
many things
I
back
did so many
then.
things.
Like
Picking on brother.
The
I
real
just get my
golden
door
years.
taken off of my hinges and everything. Like I don't know what I did this time.
Sorry about that.
And so we practiced for months after school, so like I couldn't go hang out with my friends.
You should do this with Aubrey.
It'd be
Oh,
great.
yeah.
It's
Mornings,
much better
mornings-
than making her
yeah,
clean.
Mornings with Aubrey
Sure.
needs to be this.
Yeah,
I
you
do-
force her
Practice
to sing.
runs.
I had to
Practice
perform
run.
publicly with my father, whom I love, but
You did Abbott and Costello with your father.
yes, we were the only like non-singing act too, which made it even stranger.
More embarrassing.
Yeah, and I had to
Were
dress
you
up.
not the only father-daughter act?
I know.
Surprisingly,
I was going to say, how many people were there?
I know, right?
there was another father-daughter act, but
They were also being punished.
Exactly.
surprising.
The dads got together like we're punishing.
There was
our
a
daughter.
book that got released that year on how to punish your child.
Make them perform with you at their school.
I can't
Live.
Dad
wait.
used to have great
Performing
ideas how to
punishment.
punish us.
So Monday, Drew X.
That is a-
Mornings with Aubrey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you a lot of ideas.
I
My
think,
dad was
no,
very
this
creative.
it's easy. Special 38 report.
No.
Boom.
38 special.
Aubrey and Drew.
There you
Get
go.
them done.
Abbott and Costello, here we come.
So then you
Yeah.
sang this song or spoke this song or whatever it is.
Spoken word.
Just doesn't know what it is.
I don't.
So
I
it
don't know what
is-
it is.
So Abbott and Costello were comedians, like I don't know, back in like the
30s.
50s.
In the
Okay,
back
so way back-
yonder days.
Way-
black and
way
white
back in the
days. And they would do just like random, kind of sometimes short, like
Bits.
yeah, bits.
Like
It was
Mr.
like,
Bean?
some of them were puns, sort of, but like
Yes.
some of them were like brain
It was
teasers. It
sketch
was-
comedy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right before we're going on stage, someone is singing "The Climb" by Miley Cyrus, and so it's like that emotional scene
Oh
in the
my God.
movie where it's like, okay, I can do this. It's the climb. Like I was like, oh my gosh. So then my dad comes on stage after the sign. He's the first one up there, and he's like doing his thing, and then I'm like walking up, and my mic just rips off, and I'm like, this is even worse. And like, so my dad's having to make up all this stuff, waiting for me to get my mic back on,
Oh my
and I'm
goodness.
already like sweating. And there's like 800 to 1,000 people in the crowd,
This
our whole
is great.
school and their parents. And so I finally get up there, and y'all, I had to like pretend to kind of be like a guy, so I had to have like a deep voice, and then I was dressed in oversized clothes.
Let's hear the deep
with
voice.
like big shoes. Who's on first? I don't know.
Who's on first?
But then he accidentally tips my hat off with this baseball bat, and I'm like, this is my first like performance. I'm like, do I get the hat? Do I leave it off? So I leave it off. I'm like, I'm not gonna go get it.
Natural.
Yeah.
Born
And then
star.
like midway through, he purposely messes up, which throws me off. Then we get back on track, and
Sounds like a nightmare.
It does. It's punishment.
This is
It's punishment.
And
was
he
so
was loving it. He loves performing. But we got tons of applause. Luckily, or fortunately, I went to
Went to
a
state.
school where
You won
they
state championship
didn't-
with it.
They didn't pass out trophies.
I think we should do that. We should do a special performance for all the staff on Christmas. Regardless of what we're doing, we're bringing in
I
Kalin
was
and
gonna say,
Dad.
didn't
Kaylin or Dad.
Regardless of what we're doing, this is happening.
You heard it
So
here
get
first.
any dates with staff in before they meet your dad.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of The Hot Seat. If you've got a question you want us to ask, please drop it in the comments down below. Can't wait to see you next week.